So now to change this look into the look on your WHMCS, which is like this for our demo. Now we go to the backup panel. You go to reseller custom skin, which is this page. Now this is just a bit complicated, but you have to know your HTML a bit. But if you need any help, just submit a support ticket and we'll be able to set it up for you for a fee if you need this customization done for you. So few page source. If you are using the newest or newer version of WHMCS, you can just go ahead and copy the whole thing out of the box all the way until you see the 5 GB. This one, which is the content, this backup 5 GB is this one, right? So we don't want that. We just want until this part, just the menus. So I'm going to copy this into the header part of the configuration. Bam, just like that. So we have the CSS part and then the menu part. Let me show you how it's done. Let's just leave this blank, and I'm just gonna grab the footer now, which is scroll down to the bottom all the way until it's footer divider, yeah, until here, that tiny part. So I'm gonna put it here, save and preview skin, and I'm gonna hit this to preview how it's gonna look. So it looks pretty good, right? Header, footer, but we don't want all these menus. This is the main WHMCS menus. You'll just confuse them. So we want to change these menus to the actual menu of our menu, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go back to this part. Scroll down until you see the part, the menus start to go. So surfaces here, right? And then there's ordered new surfaces, few available add-ons, as you can see here, right? Now that is this part, right? Domains, billing, support. I think support is the good example because there is no line here. So I'm just going to use support as an example on this part. So I'm going to go and remove all the other stuff. Until I see support. So all the way down, it's like a pattern. You just keep seeing until you see the pattern there. There you go. We got support there. And open a ticket. Yeah. Okay, so this is the menus we have, right? I can actually make this a bit larger, so as suggested, I am going to grab this part as the menu, right? This is the menu part. So I just cut that part. And put it here on the menu. So header 2 is basically everything else in the header after the menu. Cut that out too and put it in header 2. So now all we have to do is just change the menu to this one, backup manager. Okay, so okay, like this particular backup manager, we have list accounts, add, okay, so we have backup manager, which goes to backup manager.php. So I'm just gonna say this one, backup manager. And the link should go to here. Just copy that exactly as it is. Bam. So we have add server, add, so just copy this whole thing. Add server, add WHM, restore, actually that's still be under restore, add partial, we want to have add partial. So the labels, add this one, add full, add WHM backup. You can just add those labels yourself. Oops. Add full cpanel backup, add WHM server backup, and then add partial, which is the partial backup, partial.php backup. Okay, so if I copy this whole thing, just to grab the restore part, restore, okay, we have two links only there. Change that to restore. I'm going to use that link instead. The same thing is for the what's it's called here, my backup files, and then add whm restore. Change the label, change the URL, and remove the last menu here, downloads, and this one. Oh, we don't need downloads here. So we have support as well, and then log out. So I'm just gonna use that link here, support and log out. Support, let's just use the last part here. Support and copy the last part and name it as logout. Save and preview skin. Oh, there we go. There we go. So you have to actually click it. So that looks very good. I am going to make it live. Nice. So disregard all this because it switches the skin now for the configuration itself, because it logs me in as a reseller. So I'm just gonna close that out, and I'm gonna close that out. So here I'm gonna close this out, log in again. Now we should have, there we go, we should have the backup panel. There you go. We can add a new cPanel account. We can add a WHM account and MySQL or partial, and we can restore if we already have backup files. In this case we don't have one yet, so it's going to be empty. Support to submit the support ticket, and finally we log out. So that's pretty much it to customize your backup panel fully according to your own WHMCS skin. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best in getting more revenue stream for your web hosting business.